Hey there, welcome back. I have another one of my holiday gifts I thought I would share. It is this R&D moisture meter. And so it comes in this handy little protective bag. This is the second product I've had from R&D Instruments. The other one was a digital level that's worked really well. So I felt confident in requesting the R&D moisture meter. Now the big difference between this one and the other one that I've had for a few years is this is a pinless one. So you power it on, you just set it on the wood, you can move it around, and you don't actually have to jab holes in the wood itself. So for firewood, the pins worked fine, there's no big deal on that, but I started planing some wood that I had dried for some time from the sawmill. It's been indoors for a while, and I thought, curious just to see what this is going to have on it. But I had spent all this time planing, and I didn't want to jab holes all through the middle of the board. And the ends is fine. So anyway, I've got this. I thought we'd show it on a few different scenarios. First, we'll show it out front. I have some firewood. We'll just put it on there just to see what the moisture content is on this cherry wood that I have out front. I also have some what I believe is either oak or ash that we'll check on the way to the barn dominium. And then inside the barn dominium, the ash that I have, it's either ash or maple. I think it's ash, but we're gonna put it on that wood that's been planed, that's in there, and we'll check it also on some that hasn't been planed, but it's still been in there drying. So anyway, let's check it out. When you power it up, it's gonna give you a real nice, easy to read display. There's LEDs that light up across the top that say dry or wet, and then you can go through a variety of modes. There's also, I don't know what that one is there. You can hold the temperature so that you can review it afterwards, but you have a softwood mode, hardwood mode, wall, masonry, and softwood again. So I didn't realize it did masonry, so I'm gonna have to try that out on my block wall here in the house. I know I've got areas that are getting moisture. It'd be interesting to see how bad that is. So anyway, we're gonna try it out outdoors. Stick around. Okay, so we're out here on the wood pile. Let's get it switched over to hardwood. And let's take this piece of cherry I've had drying for about probably a year and a half. And that is showing 10.8, which is really low. Let's see on the end here, 12%. So cherry dries really quickly, I find. Yeah, 10, 11. It dries really quickly compared to others. So this is some of that stuff I have out in the barn dominium that I have planed. This is just some scrap. It's been sitting outside. And that's coming in at 18.9, 19. So I don't know if you can see that or not. It's jumping all over. There we go. So that's not necessarily wet, but it's what you would expect from air-dried wood. And let's see if I've got another piece here. That says 12. So this cherry that's been drying for quite some time is actually much drier than I thought. For firewood, you want it to be under 20%, and the lower the better. So that's almost like kiln dried. All right, I mentioned I had some other wood that I wanted to test. This wood was dead standing, and actually no, it was down. It's been down for a couple years, and it was quite dry when we started cutting it up. So I was surprised at how dry it was. I think it's ash. It could be some sort of oak. But let's see what it's registering at 17% on the end, 10, 11 in the middle of that piece. Let's see what it says over here. 13. Some of these pieces were getting moisture. That's 20 on the end there. Here's some more of that cherry that's been drying for quite some time, but it's out here, 9%. All right, we're in the barn dough. Excuse the mess, it's always a mess. But here's some of that unplaned wood that I said we were gonna try out. And put it on hardwood. 17.8 there. Let's take down a piece that I thought this stuff, yeah, it's so pretty. And I got it planed down the other day. 16.9, so it's still 17%, and it's been drying outdoors for probably 2 years, and then inside for 8 months, maybe longer, and it's still 17%, so it's not going to get any lower without a kiln. And over here, let's see, let's try this hard maple over here. This hard maple has been sitting outside of my driveway, and I brought it in finally. That says 12%. 13. That's a surprise. And this is some let's take this little piece here. This is some walnut. 16, 15. So, not dry enough for indoor furniture, but not too far that if it were put in a kiln, it should dry down to that 10 or below pretty quickly. So, pretty cool. Pinless moisture meter by R&D Instruments. I'm very happy with it. Thanks for watching.